Long suffering is one of the fruits of the Spirit. If you didn't know, that is why we go through difficult times as Christians. Patience is one of the fruits that God wants to work in us. That's why we have periods of wilderness seasons. We have periods of seasons where everything feels delayed or stuck, or it feels like nothing is going right in our lives. God wants to teach us how to be patient, how to suffer well. You need to be able to rejoice in your periods where God says, be still. Every person will have a period where God will say, be still. Rest in me. Chill. You have been working for too long. You have been busy for too long. You have been distracted from me for far too long. I need you close. So God will bring you close to Him, and He will make you sit and wait in Him. That's what long suffering means. God does not do it to hurt us or to harm us. He does it to build our character. He does it to bring us closer to Him. He does it to make us stronger for the next season. And He does it to equip us for the next season that we are praying for or waiting for. So when you are in a period of waiting, in a period of long suffering, do not think that God does not love you, that God has forgotten about you, that God has forsaken you. Never will God leave us, nor will He forsake us. It is a part of a fruit of the Spirit that we need to cultivate and that we need to ensure that we need to live in. We need to live in all the fruits of the Spirit. When people see us from outside, we need to exude all of the fruits of the Spirit. And it's always the nice ones that we want to live out, right? We want to live in kindness. We want to live in love. We want to live in peace. We want to live in joy. We want to be gentle. But when it comes to patience and long suffering, it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I did not sign up for this. But in order for us to walk this walk of Christ, we need to learn how to suffer well. I know it's a contradictory statement, but we need to learn how to suffer well and be content where God has us for a season. Because like the word says, there's a time for everything under the sun. A time to laugh, a time to cry, a time to mourn, a time to rejoice. I'm paraphrasing. But there's a time for every season. So be content in your season, even though it's difficult. Trust in God and lean on Him, because that's what He wants when He puts you in those seasons of isolation, in the wilderness season. He wants you to lean in on Him, to be in His presence, so that you know that once you get out of that season, only God can get the glory, because He knows that you can't get yourself out of that season. Only He can. He's the only one that can save you, and He's the only one that wants to get the glory. So rest and be assured that God has not forsaken you. God has not forgotten about you. God has got your back.